Yo, what is going on, guys? Today in this video, I will be showing you how to properly rotate in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2. Okay, so the first thing you are going to want to do is you're going to want to open up your map and see where the battle bus is starting, see where it's ending. So it's starting at the mountains and ending a little bit by the shark. So now the dead zone will be where the battle bus is furthest. So for me, that's Holly Hedges. So after you're on the battle bus, you're going to select an area you want to land. If that's already your landing spot, go right ahead. You can do this anywhere on the map, but if you're going for pure placement, land as far away from the bus route as you can. So I'm going to go to the rainbow houses on the beach on the west, like southwest side of the map. So just remember, in every battle royale, getting the drop is everything. If you get badly off the drop, then you're going to get destroyed. So what I would suggest doing is dropping on a gun. So if that's like a blue tack or something, just drop on it. If you can choose between a chest or a gun, drop on the gun, because you know what you're getting. Chest, you're not sure, it's RNG. Okay, so after you landed, you're going to pull up the map after the first circle has opened. And you're going to want to look to see where the circle is at. So my circle starts at Holly, ends at Frenzy Farm, a little bit past it. Now the Dead Storm will be the furthest part of the circle away from the battle bus route. So you have to think about it for a second and think, where would people land and where the battle bus started at. So mine started at the mountains, ended near the shark. So that means people will not be by Holly Hedges. If there are, there's not going to be very many. Anyways, so you're just going to want to go to dead zone every time. So that's where nobody's at. Okay, so now before you start rotating, make sure you get a ton of mats. As you see me doing here, I already have around 600. Make sure you just get a ton of mats, so if you get in a gunfight, you have the edge on someone and you really have the advantage. Okay, so now you're going to make your big rotate the circle. The tip I'm going to give you is just try to get the circle as fast as you can, depending which one it is and how far it is. And if you're going for a pure rotation, then just go and find a bush and camp in it. If you want to, you can box up and turtle, but that's a little bit more noticeable. So just get into a bush. No one should push you, and you will see me do that in every circle. So as you can see, I'm looking around for a bush. I found one, but I'm also looking around for a ton of people, seeing where people might be, and seeing if there's a gunfight I might have to get into. There is people to the right at the wood factory, but I didn't push that because someone had a scar, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I just got into the bush, camped, and wait till next circle. Now, depending what type of bush you have, you can actually do this and just cone up inside the bush. This was a perfect bush for it, but you're not going to be able to do it in every single one. So if you find the one that you can, just do it, put a metal cone down. Not only you're hidden inside the bush, if someone shoots in there, they're just going to hit a cone. Okay, so after the first circle fully closes in, I'm going to pull up your map and immediately look. So the next dead zone is going to be around this area that I'm marking right now. At around Weeping for me. It's going to be different every game. So just bear with me. Keep in mind the drop of the battle bus. Where you dropped. And just try to just think about where people would rotate if they drop somewhere like the agency. So on the second zone, when it is closing in, you want to book it to the safe zone unless you're already in, because this zone, it will be faster than you. So just remember that. Make sure to try to get into the zone before it starts closing in, because it will be faster than you and you don't want to die to storm. Okay, so as you can see here, I actually find a bush and it's perfectly in circle. So I tried to find a cone placement, but I couldn't get it for a while. Anyways, it's in circle. I'm just going to camp in it and wait. So again, here we go. The second zone is fully closed in, and I'm going to look. So this zone's a little bit different. It's really small. Dead zone, though, will be around Salty. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to rotate a little bit late. Now, you can rotate early, you can rotate late, but there's a ton of people left. There's still 19 going into the third zone, and third zone gets very small. Okay, so I'm going to rotate a little bit late and wait a little bit, be very sneaky about it. So me coming up over this mountain, to the right there will actually be a gunfight. You'll see in a second. So there's the gunfight right there, and I don't want to engage in that. I grab a mushroom real quick to get some extra health because I never found a big shield. Anyways, I'm gonna rotate. I do get shot at, but the guy immediately unengages on me for some reason. You'll see that here in a second. I think he is shooting at someone and just missed them and it hit me. Or tried to, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on going to salty. So as you see, I'm rotating pretty late because this circle isn't that big, so it closes in pretty fast. Anyways, I'm gonna go to this house. There is a gunfight right there though, on top of the other house across the street. So I'm being aware of that, but I'm not going for kills. I'm just going for pure rotation. So I'm just gonna get inside the house and try to find a place that the storm will not be able to hit me and cone up. Okay, so I found a place to cone up, and I'm just staying in here till the next zone comes. Okay, so 10 seconds and the zone is going to close in, so I was just going to get ready and hit a wall. Okay, so the zone fully closed in. Now, this zone's really bad because it's almost all over water, so I didn't really know what to do here because swimming to the agency is basically a death trap with 12 people left. Anyways, I just get out of there. Now, there was a person in front of me, so I go to see if I could pick up any loot, maybe a better AR, anything like that. And to my surprise, I did. I got a blue SMG. It's not the greatest, but hey, it's an upgrade. Okay, so while I went to go grab the loot, I actually saw a launch pad. Now, a launch pad's a pretty big deal because I didn't know how I was going to get to circle, and there's a launch pad. Easy rotation. Didn't. It was a reusable launch pad. I was just going to use it and drop into that bush I marked. It really helped, so thank God that guy was there. Otherwise, I would have had to make a rotation myself. Anyways, I get really lucky here. You'll see this in a second, but I get so lucky for the next zone, but it just doesn't really work out in the end, but you'll see. Okay, so as you guys can see, I got super lucky and a supply drop landed right next to me. Now, there's something you need to know about chapter 2. In supply drops, there will 100% of the time be a launch pad. Now, that's great for me because this next zone pulls 50-50 and it's nowhere near me. So as you can see, this is a really, really bad zone. So I'm very happy because there's a launch pad there. I used it because swimming across the water was more likely going to be a death trap. I could have waited, but I used it because it's going to be hard to rotate across the water. If it was a normal zone, I would say just rotate, maybe tunnel, but it wasn't a normal zone. It was over water, so I just wanted to make sure I got there. And yeah, so I waited for the supply drop to come down, and you'll see more in a second. Okay, so the supply drop landed. I open it up. I get a scar, which I was not expecting, but I got a scar. I was hoping for a golden, but I didn't. Anyways, I built up 3, and I placed down a launch pad, and I launched. I missed the jump, but I launched the circle. And so I quickly get past 4 people, and one by one just waiting. I get into the vents because I know there's one right here. Now, I block someone from shooting at me, and I get into the vent. So I just jump up there and wait for someone to come into the vents, possibly. Now, this next zone could not have been worse. As you guys can see, this is where I die in this next zone. It was not good. I should have played it a different way, and I'll tell you how I should have played it. But just wait a second, it'll be there. Okay, so someone died right there by the bush. Now, I should not have pushed it. Anyways, look at zone. It's really bad. Now, I should not have pushed this guy that was in the bush. I kind of got destroyed by him. What I should have done is I should have waited in this tube because I have a flopper. Let the storm take a couple times. Let everyone move with the storm. Ate the flopper and did a really late rotation. But I didn't. I tried doing an early rotation and died. As you'll see here in a second. My lobby is kind of stacked. But, yeah, it wasn't really good. There's so many people. Anyways, I tried to kill that guy. I blocked that. A guy landed right there. And he blocked that. I really didn't have a move. I came out and I got destroyed. Anyways, so what I should have done there was not shot the guy, stayed onto the thing, and looked for a late rotation. I didn't, though. So I died. And that's just a simple thing I could have fixed. But, you know, you live and you learn. Anyways, that's been the video. Okay, so that's been the video. If you guys need help, drop a comment. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.